So I'm back and I'm here with my good friend Jean, and we're talking a little bit more about pregnancy loss. And you were talking about the importance of grieving, because a lot of the people that write in are saying, I don't know what to do, I feel lonely. One person that really stuck with me is someone I went to college with, and she was pregnant at the same exact time in her pregnancy as I was with my second one with Rhett. And so as I was going through my pregnancy with Rhett, she miscarried. And she told me how sad it was as I got bigger and as I progressed with my pregnancy, and she had lost hers, and how sad she felt and how alone. But I personally knew of 3 other people in our sorority that we had gone to school with who had miscarried. But I thought, gosh, you're not alone. I know people that are going through this or have just gone through this.
It's really important that number one thing, you have to take care of yourself and let yourself grieve. That's the number one thing. And it's also important to know that everybody grieves differently. Husbands and wives grieve differently. Men and women grieve differently. So you may react one certain way and your spouse may be reacting another way, and you may think that they're not sad enough and you are overwhelmed with sadness, and everybody's experiencing it differently. And luckily there are a lot of ways you can help yourself deal with it. When you have a pregnancy loss, you feel all alone, because it's not a common topic that people talk about all the time. So you might think, I don't even have any friends that have ever been through something like this. So it's nice to find somebody to talk to about it.
So I think that the support groups are so key for anybody that has experienced loss.
When we had our first loss, this was actually my husband's suggestion, but my husband and I went to an in-person support group. And there were 4 other couples there who everybody's loss was different. Different stages of the pregnancy. Nobody had the exact same experience. But just knowing that other couples were going through the same thing and that we were able to talk about it with each other and talk about the frustrations, it was really helpful to have somebody to talk to.
Right.
Everyone had a different road to parenthood. 2 of the couples out of the 5 of us did have to use a surrogate to become a parent.
But they're a parent.
But they're parents, and everybody is, just so happy to have that experience.
And I think that's so great. That's probably another good thing about the support group, is that I think sometimes when there are, alternate roads to parenthood, whether adoption or surrogacy or whatever, and when you have a nice support group or a system like that, I just feel like there's so much joy there.
There is.
There's sorrow, but there's joy, and there's community.
Well, it's nice that unfortunately you had to bond over an unhappy experience, but because you've been through the trenches with each other, it's nice that when something good happens, you can share that. It makes it even happier. If you're not comfortable talking about it in front of somebody, thank God for the internet, because there's every kind of resource that you would want is out there. There are support groups on. A lot of people, when they find out they're pregnant, they sign up for different pregnancy trackers, on babycenter.com.
Right.
Well, they also have support groups on there for different types of losses. Some of them are really specific. You can connect with other women all around the country, all around the world, who have had a similar experience. There's another website called facesofloss.com where you can post your picture and write your experience on there. And even if you're not comfortable in going to that extent, sometimes just reading other people's stories can help, either calm you down or just make you feel better about what's going on. By the end, while it was still sad, there were no more tears. I think we had all helped each other so much that people were really really beginning to be able to deal with their feelings better and move forward in a healthy way.
Heal. Begin to heal.
Yeah, definitely heal.
I just want to say that if you have experienced loss and you'd like to comment below, or if you have any more questions, I'll be glad to help you as best as I can. I'm sure that some of the websites Jean mentioned would really help. What are some of your favorites?
Facesofloss.com and any online support
Babycenter.com.
The babycenter.com I know has an extensive list that you can choose from.
Check those out, and thanks as always for watching my show. Please subscribe while you're here, and then I also have a Facebook page and a Pinterest page and a Twitter feed, so you can follow me in lots of ways. Thanks a bunch.